Test. Minasan, Koyamaska. Hello everyone, can you hear me right now? Are all the audio levels good? The computer audio is not overpowering my voice and vice versa. Yeah, I believe we are all good. Lighting is maybe a little too dark. Let me just adjust that a bit. We'll go back to the preparation screen. Right. Okay, I believe our light levels are much better now. Maybe too bright. Yeah, definitely too bright. Oh my god. Yeah, it's being visible here. Let me just put this in another coin. Okay, there we go. I believe we can do that. Hey, perps, welcome. Okay, はい、さあ、皆さん、始めます。はい。皆さん、こんごろです。お久しぶりです。仮想空間に閉じ込められて、外の人間を用意したゴロのこと金田語呂です。Hello everyone, it's your cyberspace-trapped polar bear, Goro Kaneda, and currently we are having a little Zatsudan tea time, aka Zatsudan means idle chat. I think it should be familiar for anyone who's already been watching VTubers for a long time. Yeah. So basically, why we are doing this right now? I ran out of ideas. I was supposed to stream on Saturday, but did not feel well, so I pushed the stream back to Sunday. So here we are streaming on Sunday, and I was thinking either we're gonna be making the fire noodles or just a Zatsudan tea time. And the Zatsudan tea time one because it's more low effort, and I'll save the fire noodle challenge for a better time. So yeah, what we have today for our tea time here is, okay, the lighting is definitely too low. Let's just go with it. Yeah, there we go. Let's just ruin the lighting. Although, yes, survival horror tea time has more mistake to it. Maybe, you know what? Let's pretend this light is not happening. Yeah, let's pretend that light there is not happening. Okay, so what we have for today is, then again, yeah, you know what? It's kind of weird when no one can see the sweets that's happening here. Okay, so our guest for today here is Domokun, our guest plushie right here. And what we have for our tea today is just milk tea. You know those milk tea that comes in bottles? I stretched that a bit with some more milk because it tastes too. It's not. It doesn't feel rich enough. Oh, hey, then you. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, it's our Zatsudan tea time, and yeah. What's this? Oh yeah. The tea. Guest plushie Domokun, and our tea for today is just plain old milk tea. It's the milk tea that comes in bottles, stretched with some extra milk because it didn't taste rich enough. And as for sweets, we have here some tiny muffins. This one is blueberry. This one here, and this one is chocolate chip with some actual chocolate also. These are from a brand called Gardenia. If you're in Singapore and Malaysia, I think it's the brand is also available there. So I think these muffins are also available in the Singapore area. And also we have here hopia. Hopia is somewhat similar. Hopia is somewhat similar to mooncakes in that they are filled with red bean paste. In this case here, hopia does not necessarily have to be shaped like how mooncake is shaped. And here we have dice-shaped hopia. No, there is a variant. Though there is a variant called hopia good luck, which is usually shaped in a good luck charm, if I recall. Yeah, it has the Chinese character for luck in the middle of it. Then you feel free to correct me on that one. But that's how I recall it. The funny thing about that one, the hopia good luck, back when I was in kindergarten, that was actually one of. Alright, we have hopia here filled with coconut. Oh, that's interesting. I have heard of custard filled hopia and ube filled hopia, but first time I have heard of coconut pie. Well, where was I? Alright, hopia good luck. Funny thing, back when I was in, no, not kindergarten. I think that was nursery. Just a primer for the Philippine educational system here. For preschool, we have 3 levels, which is nursery, prep, and kindergarten. I do not know the exact order of those, but just before you enter grade 1 or the first grade of elementary, usually you go kindergarten. So I do not know which goes first, nursery or prep. In any case, back in preschool, let's just go preschool or pre-kindergarten. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, pre-kindergarten. For some reason, I had an obsession with hopia. No, not for some reason. It's actually because of my grandfather. Yeah. The first time I got introduced to hopia was through my grandfather. I think it was one afternoon. He was eating hopia. I was curious what he was eating, and yeah, he mentioned hopia. I think it was the hopia good luck one, and so because of that, I've been bringing that in pre-kindergarten. There was one time I've been doing it like lollipops, where I stick a straw underneath one of the hopia and pretend it was a lollipop. Yeah, that's the most I can remember of my preschool. Well, one of the most things I can remember in preschool. The rest I think are buried somewhere in my mind or completely lost to time. Okay, and that was And that was story time from Goro. And now, okay, which one do we go first? Which one do we eat first? Blueberry, mopia, or chocolate muffin? Let's go with chocolate muffin. Right? It's quite crumbly. Let's see, how's the texture? Well, it's rather cakey. I mean, cupcakes are muffins are basically cupcakes without the decoration. that's the best description I can think of what a muffin is. Muffins are cupcakes without decoration. Okay, itadakimasu. So yeah, it definitely tastes like a chocolate cupcake. Without the decoration. And very crumbly. Okay, let's have our tea. Yeah, you know those Assam milk tea in bottles, or the Japanese royal milk tea? Often the taste of the tea there is quite strong. You can actually dilute it with more milk. And this is what I did here. Yeah, even with the additional milk, the tea taste is quite strong. So yeah, definitely you can buy like a liter bottle of the milk tea, then a liter carton of milk, mix those two together, and then put it in a like 2-liter pitcher or something. Yeah, and you'll have 2 liters worth of milk tea for probably, depending on how frequent you drink your milk tea, 2 weeks or a week. Yeah, instant diabetes. Or in the Filipino language, instant diabetes. Right? Okay, so I owe some of the viewers here an explanation as to why for the past week I have not been able to stream. Too long didn't read. We went on a vacation. The family went to Bohol, which is a province in the Visayas region. A quick Philippine geography lesson. The Philippines is divided into 3 sections: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And if you're gonna be traveling from Luzon to Visayas, I mean the Luzon area specifically. The Luzon area. And if you're gonna be traveling from Luzon to Visayas, you're gonna need to ride a plane. So yeah, we went on an practically 2-hour flight to Bohol in Visayas. And yeah, we stayed there for about let's see, we arrived there Saturday. Oh, excuse me. 3 days 2 nights, standard weekend vacation. We arrived there on Saturday, left on Monday, and we got how do I describe the vacation? It was, I don't know if I can even call it as a vacation for myself, because sure, there were we went to the beach and had some sights to see, but it was a little too exhausting for me. You know those vacations where it doesn't feel like a vacation because it's just very exhausting going everywhere. Yeah, that's the feeling of it. On the plus side though, we got a lot of sights to see, so that was fun and had a lot of pictures. But yeah, I'll reserve those for very special occasions. I think I'll just have my vacation anywhere in the Luzon area. That's much better for me. Less stress. Oh, and it's better if there is a town nearby in which you can stroll and hopefully find good souvenirs. We managed to buy souvenirs, yes, but it was very limited because outside our hotel there's not much to go. There's not much of places to go. Yeah. And that was it. Or probably that's also because we did not have a car. Yes, that's the other factor. We did not have a car that will allow us to go where we need to go. We had to rely on whatever public transportation was available in the region. Okay, what else happened? So yeah, Bohol vacation. Oh yeah, and apart from that, since that was a weekend for the weekdays, yeah, I just took a long break after the week-long kanji streaming. It was the first time I actually tried streaming for 5 days straight, close to a week. And it was also enjoyable, but can take a lot of resources out of me because yeah, I still need to set up a lot of things, and yeah, work also gets in the way. Although everything I'm saying here kind of sounds like excuses, but yes, that's usually what happens. And also, I am not used to speaking quite a lot. And yeah, I'm not used to speaking quite a lot on stream, and often when I speak a lot, it hurts my throat. For anyone who's been streaming here for a long time and has to deal with sore throat, please give me tips on how to manage that. And with that in mind, I think it's time we have our hopia here, right? We'll just eat this one in one go. They're conveniently shaped into cubes, which makes them easier to eat, right? There you go. It's much less crumbly. Yeah, it's less crumbly compared to the muffin, which is good. And if I remember, Ormakus is streaming today. Sorry if I will not be able to attend for the time being. Maybe after this tea time. Yeah, that's just all for what happened last week. Or 2 weeks ago. As it's Sunday, or rather it's Monday now. That Bohol weekend is now considered 2 weeks ago. What we can discuss though are future stream plans. Okay, so I mentioned last time, or rather I posted on my Twitter the picture of me doing grocery shopping, and I included there a pack of samyang buldak noodles, the fire noodles. Yeah, that's one of the plans for a future stream. We will be eating that on stream and see my reactions. Like, of course, human host's face will not be visible because, of course, the face of the human host cannot be visible. Although I might try making a modified Goro sprite for that one. I'll try making Goro a little redder because yes, spicy. What else? We are also gonna be doing another pancake mania stream. Yeah, it looks like what we have plans for the future streams are almost cooking streams in a row. So yeah, the next one is we're gonna be making protein pancakes. I just got a fresh batch of the pancake mix I use. So that's definitely in the works. And what else? The other is pancake art. I definitely forgot about pancake art. I'm gonna need to practice that one, especially on how to draw. I forgot if I still have the utensils for drawing out the fine lines for pancake art. I'm definitely gonna need practice on that one, and I should consider practicing. Hopefully life does not get in the way. Other than that, What else? Oh, what happened this week is an otaku convention happened, and a friend was okay. So another piece of story time. So last Saturday, an otaku convention happened, and a friend of mine who was selling kimono happened to be. Oh, hi, Reijang-san, Goro desu. Okay, so what we have here right now is, just to reintroduce our guest plushie, Domo-kun, and our batch of milk tea here. It's a lot, and we're gonna be pouring it into this cup, because what's happening here is, I believe the bottom of this plastic cup is probably cracked, and the contents are leaking bit by bit. So just to be safe, I put it under a bowl, over a bowl, just to make sure that nothing leaks onto the table. So yeah, milk tea, and we have here for our snacks a chocolate muffin, blueberry muffin, and here 3 pieces of hopya, or I believe that's also the spelling in that's also the pronunciation in Chinese. Then you, if you have any experience with Chinese, feel free to correct me on that one. But yeah, it's a red bean filled dessert similar to mooncakes, except in this case it's shaped in cubes. Hopya can be in different shapes. Usually they're disc shaped, but in this case, they made it into dice. There's also, as I explained earlier, there's also a variant called Hopya Good Luck, which is in the shape of a good luck charm, with the kanji for, or wait, no, it's the Chinese character. Kanji is Chinese character. With the kanji or hanji? If I recall, there's a Chinese character, kanji for Japanese. For Korean, it's called hanja. For Chinese, I forgot. Was it hanji? Anyone who's familiar with Chinese, please correct my pronunciation. Okay, let's just say kanji. The kanji for it, the kanji for good luck is imprinted on the pastry. I have completely lost my track. I am completely losing track of thought here. Oh boy. This is supposed to be a chill vibe stream, but I am the one that's not very chill here right now. It happens. Maybe I should have played Technork instead of 2:23 AM. Just to emphasize the sheer chaos that's happening in my mind right now. Let's just have more tea to relax myself. Oh, also, Flurpy there says survival horror tea time, because earlier, before the lighting happened here, there was only one light source. So if I turn this off, it's actually gonna look like some survival horror tea time. There. Yeah, as you can see here, my hand here, it completely disappears in the darkness. So, I can definitely play with this for surprise stuff. I believe there's no particular terms for it, because it's making the words we use every day. Interesting. But if I recall, was it Hanzi? Let me look it up. I forgot, I have a phone here. Hi, chocolate. Yes, it's Hanzi. Okay, so I'm not going nuts. Okay, so which looks better? This survival horror tea time aspect, or do I put the lights on so it at least the desserts are actually visible? Okay, there we go. Let me just show the desserts over here. Chimochi maybe if I had to name it anyway. Yeah. Let me just show it here. So yeah, here are the desserts on the side camera. So here is the chocolate muffin, the blueberry muffin, in which the blueberries are not visible on the surface, and yeah, the dice hopia. Here it is on the top camera, which is barely visible. Thank you. Thank you, crap lighting. Yeah, the reason I have to turn off the lights is just to make sure that at least the whatever's going on in my room is not visible. Just to keep a degree of mistake happening here. Should I call it my room or human host's room? But then again, yeah, like I said, consider human host and Goro over there as the same person. For convenience's sake. Let's just pour ourselves another cup of tea. We have tea to drink but no tea to spill. Unfortunately, life has not been too active enough for me to have any tea to spill. Ooh, that is good. Regarding muffins though, it's not really much of a locally enjoyed this. It's not a dessert frequently enjoyed by locals because most of the time, I think most of the time, I think people will prepare the hopia. Because actually, this is sold in the local sari-sari stores. Wait, what was... I remember there was another equivalent of it in Indonesia. Sari-sari stores are like tiny community stores where they have where they sell like candy by the piece or any type of sundries, or in this case, hopia. Let me look for that. Store. Yeah, it's pretty much what we call a community convenience store. Except it's not like a convenience in the sense of what it's like in Japan. It's more like a family-owned small store. You can see it probably usually the locations is somewhere around someone's house. It's a location around someone's house, probably a corner. There's metal railings there, and then the goods are on display. You have to ring or call someone to attend to the store, and then you can buy either candy, cigarettes, canned goods, whatever's in the store. If there's rice, you can buy rice from there. Usually, it depends on the size of the store. The bigger the store, the more items are there. If it's small, usually, you can only have candies, canned goods, cigarettes, the standard fare. If it gets bigger, there may be probably some fresh fruits and vegetables like onions and garlic, or the commonly used ingredients in Filipino cooking like mung beans. Mung beans is common. Mung beans is common fare here. There's a dish called ginisang munggo, in which the mung beans are sauteed along with pork, which is confusing for some reason. It's supposed to be a vegetarian dish, but they add pork in it. That is a Filipino thing, adding meat to vegetarian dishes for God knows what reason. Okay, let me just read the chat. So, I recently learned a Japanese term called meshitero. Basically, someone having others eat by showing off their food in a proper time. You really being a meshitero, right? Yes, that is the theme of my tea times, or actually my tea times in general. The theme is meshitero. Especially in TDX tea time streams. I apologize if that's making you hungry. But yes, that is one of the goals here. Okay. See also warung. I think yeah, it's yeah, here we go. It's a if you're Indonesian and familiar with warung, that's equivalent of it in Indonesia. Okay, so yeah, Goro has mentioned something about this before. Yeah, meshitero. He is doing this intentionally, yes, for a lot of these. Yes, the Neo is pretty much aware of what I'm doing here. Meshitero. Except this is not pretty meshitero right now. It's too simple. If you want true meshitero, you should see my cake decorating streams. Oh wait, I have an idea. I still have a stock of Nisindemaye Icho, and usually there is a dish in Hong Kong. Hantero? マジで？ちょっと待って。どこRikai-chan returns the reading as Meshitero. Let me just screenshot that one and show it here. Hi. なんこれ? Shift. There we go. Okay. Let me screenshot that one and show it here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's Meshitero, not Hunter. Although the standard reading for that kanji, yes. It's okay, Reijang. It's okay, Reijang. Kanji is confusing. I know, because I did this kanji study streams and I get confused by the readings. Where were we? Oh yeah, Meshitero. Yeah, it's confusing. But oh yeah, I remember. Nisindemaye Icho. I still have a stock. I still have some stock left in there. And I'm thinking another one in the future cooking stream works. Ramen making stream. Spam ramen. Yeah, again, I mentioned in Hong Kong there's this dish called spam ramen, and it uses slices of spam and the Mae Icho ramen. I forgot which one, but I think it was just the plain sesame one. And I still have one piece of the sesame, one pack of the sesame ramen. So I'll definitely use that one for that. Is there already a slang term to begin with? So yeah, Meshitero is slang. So yeah, it looks like for the next few streams, I'll be doing cooking streams. That tiny stove that I've been using definitely will have its work cut out for. Where were we? Oh yeah, chocolate muffin. I think I'll just bring the whole plate to myself because this is very crumbly. And I'd rather not get crumbs all over the floor. That is definitely... Yeah. Instant diabetes. Reminder to brush your teeth after eating sweets. That's also a reminder for myself to brush my teeth after eating sweets. Oh yeah, Japanese are really good at making new expressions in terms of slang. Apparently, the term originates from late night TV program that's intended to do such a thing. Yashokutero. Dinner terrorism. Okay. I recall that someone has mentioned that one of the hindrances or rather, I read it somewhere. One of the hindrances in English fluency in Japan is the prevalence of wase-eigo, or English loanwords, or Japanese loanwords from English. I mentioned Maika. Oh, no. It's elongated. Maika, which is English, which is Japanese version of my car, which means one's personal car. So if you're gonna be using it in a phrase, you're gonna say like Sato-san no Maika, which will mean Sato-san's personal car, which in English, if you're gonna hear it in English, if you're gonna hear Sato-san no Maika as an English person, that's gonna be a little confusing, because Maika comes from my car, which is my car. A car belonging to me, not someone else. So confusion there. That's the best example that I can think of. And then another one, which is basically which is also a title of an AKB48 single, Flying Get, or shortened to Furage, which is basically getting something in advance before the official sale. I forgot the dictionary meaning. Furage. Sotomate. Furage. Google shows forage. Oh yeah. Obtaining items like books, CDs, and DVDs before the date they officially go on sale. So getting things before on sale. In actual English, Flying Get does not make sense at all. It's interesting how Japan uses English. At the same time, it's also kind of being a bit of a hindrance into actual English fluency. Let's not take the Philippines is any better. Case in point, repeating words to emphasize something. Like the major incident by Miss Universe contestant Venus Ra. That I believe that's the most famous. That's the thing that she was most famous for. The major incident. She was supposed to say major problem, but she ended up saying major. I don't know if that's a unique Philippine thing, but we tend to repeat words to emphasize something. Let me put an example. Paulit-ulit, which just means repeating. Ulit means repeat. And this is the first time in an eternity that I've actually spoken in Filipino on stream. Yay, achievement. That said, I really would like to practice my Nihongo. And I have forgotten to study kanji. Again, I really should put daily reminders to myself to open Anki for at least 1 hour and study all my Japanese lessons. And then just generalize the meshterod so that it refers to any time of day. Oh! Speaking of Japanese related stuff, I mentioned that Otaku convention happened, and a friend was there who was selling kimonos. No, not kimonos. Selling kimono. I actually bought a set. I bought one nagajuban, one kakuobi, and one actual kimono, a casual one, and also one more haori. Okay, so for anyone who's not into kimono that much, what I just said probably does not make sense. I will explain them in a bit. Let me just wash my hands. Be right back. Okay, we are back. Sorry. Hello. Okay, yeah, we are back. Let's just open a browser window so we can open up Google and explain the things that I have just said. Excuse me. Okay. I think I just smelled my dinner. Where are we? Browser? Google. Okay. We'll just go here. Okay, we'll just put this into... Okay, remember when I said that this is not a Goro Kaneda stream without any difficulty? Yes. Without any technical difficulty? Well, this is not a technical difficulty, but we'll classify it as somewhat a technical difficulty. So yes, you're seeing OBS right now. Okay. Nako. Okay, 1034 by 768. I think we'll just disable CSS. We do not need this anyway. Okay. I think we're all good. We can... There we go, Google. But it's oversized. Let me just shrink this down. There we go. And of course, you're seeing Philippines. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing here is... Oh wait, I think we should go to images. Okay, there we go. We're at Google image search. Yeah, I think we can open this. We can make this a little larger there. So at least it's a little visible here. Okay, so we're at Google Images. So we're just gonna be typing here. Can we type in Nihongo? Nope. Yeah, we cannot type in Nihongo. So we're just gonna go with it. Kakuobi. Yeah, we'll start with the Kakuobi. It should look like this, yeah. The Kakuobi I bought is similar to this, except it's a darker shade of blue. So, Kakuobi is a type of men's obi that is actually suitable for both casual and formal settings. Am I speaking right here? Okay. So, Kakuobi is a type of obi for men. For women, there are much more obi variations. So, an obi is a I cannot words. Okay, a nobi is a sash that is generally put around the waist. Around the waist for men. For women, it's much higher. It's around the belly. So it's put around the waist to keep the to keep the kimono secure. If that's what I recall the explanation for it. So yeah, it's what's wrapped around the waist or belly to keep the kimono secure, and it also there are also variations on how to tie it. But for the kakuobi, there is a type of knot called the kai no kuchi, which is similar to a square knot if you're familiar with how to tie the belt in martial arts. Kai no kuchi. Oops, no. It's a good thing safe search is on for default. Kai no kuchi. Yeah, it's like this. It's called kai no kuchi because it's similar to a clamshell. And it's usually, yeah, this is the back of someone, and usually this is off center, either left or right, depending on personal preference. Okay, so that was the kakuobi, and now what else? Yeah, kakuobi and nagajuban. Nagajuban men. No, not that one. The nagajuban nagajuban is what would be considered as the undergarment for kimono. I don't know if for Western suits you have something under the dress shirt, but for the for people here in the Philippines, usually we wear a t-shirt or a tank top under the dress shirt, mainly because it's hot weather and we tend to sweat a lot. So it's best that we have something underneath to catch all that sweat so it does not peek through the dress shirt. That's at least what I think is going on why we do that. Like, in my opinion, that actually makes things hotter. But then again, I do not know. That's just how we've been doing it for a while. But anyway, regarding the nagajuban, this is the best explanation of how it looks, except for men's nagajuban, there are times where it has patterns. The one I bought has autumn-like patterns on it. It has leaves, and the general color is brown. But yeah, white ones like this exist, and yeah, they exist as undergarments to catch the sweat and other bodily fluids to prevent it from getting absorbed by the kimono up top. These are really complicated. It kills me when wrong. Understandable. Okay, so we explained the obi, the nagajuban, and the kimono itself does not really need an explanation that much. Or rather, it really does need a more elaborate explanation. Because, yeah, again, there are different types of kimono. And I do not know what exactly type I have here. But if I recall, my friend mentioned it was a casual type of kimono. It's not formal in the sense that you'll be using it for formal ceremonies, but I think it's something that you'd wear for a fancy dinner. Yeah, that's what I think. The color is something like a dark beige or brown, I think. But after laundering it and the inner lining has bled, for some reason, Japanese dyes really do bleed. That's unfortunate because, yeah, I tried washing it. Hopefully, it did not bleed too much into the outer fabric of the kimono. But yeah, that's the reason why the nagajuban is there. So that gets washed more often than the kimono, which is basically best left washed less often. Okay, so we were at Nagajubang, Takobi, in a quick, rather a non-explanation on the kimono because we barely even gave an explanation on it, because I think it's already self-explanatory for most people who are familiar with Japanese culture what a kimono is. And now, the haori. Haori. Which is basically like an overcoat. There we go. Wait. Haori. There, that's what a haori looks. It's the overcoat that you put on top of a kimono. Regarding the haori, you do not put it on top of a yukata. Normally, you don't put it on top of a yukata. But there are types of summer haori which are unlined and almost see-through. I have one here, a summer haori. I do believe it's a women's haori though, because one difference between men's and women's kimono is for women's kimono, the slits around the sleeves, the slits between the sleeve and the main body of the garment are actually longer. For men's kimono or yukata, usually it's around 2 inches. For women's, it's longer because of where the obi is placed. Yeah, on their belly, and they need to adjust it properly. Again, yeah, for women's kimono is more elaborate than men's kimono. There are rules for women's kimono, which are probably most kitsuke are trained around women's kimono than our men's. Kitsuke is a term for a kimono teacher. So this was a quick impromptu lesson on Wafuku by Goro Kaneda. Hi. Okay, so haori. This is how it looks like. Can we make it bigger? I cannot right click, unfortunately. So yeah, that's how it looks. It's the overcoat. Okay, we can close this one now. Yeah, and those were the things that I bought from my friend. Not exactly this look, but yeah, just the explanation of the garments in general. So we can just exit this one. And I've run out of words. Okay, there we go. Right now, yeah, I've washed those garments and they will definitely need some ironing later down this month. But I'll put that for some other time because, yeah, again, I've had a hard time washing them earlier. And those were just 5 pieces of garments, and that took a lot out of me. Imagine when I'm gonna be ironing them, because when ironing them, I'm gonna need to put a cotton cloth over them to prevent the garment from getting damaged by the iron. And the problem with used kimono, usually, normally for garments, you'd have a tag showing the care instructions like hand wash only, do not iron, do not bleach, and some other stuff. For used kimono, usually those tags are non-existent. So your things are pretty much left to guesswork. What is this fabric made of? How do I wash this? If I ever need to wash it, do I need to iron it? Do I need to bleach? Or do I not need to bleach? How do I dry it? Do I dry it to a dryer? Or do I just press on a towel? So you're pretty much left up in the air on how to do that. if you manage to figure out it's polyester and the inner lining is also polyester, which means there's much less fuzziness to worry about, then you're good. But if it's probably like cotton and silk, in which the silk will need extra careful handling, then more or less you're probably screwed. Also, yeah, that was Goro's kimono escapades. If only I can show it on stream though. Maybe in the future I'll show a picture of me wearing the full getup. Actually, I can show it, but I need to blur the face. Excuse me, let me just find that picture, edit it a bit so I can blur the face. Because I do not want to terrorize anyone here by showing human host's face. Okay. Let me just find it. Oh, I found it. And also the other one. Okay, we'll just edit those. Okay, we'll just edit it up to this point. Okay. Oh no. This one looks more high res. Eh? Okay, are we back? Oh, here we go. Reija says, I probably just rent it if I wanted to merch. Such a sloppy man had a hard time keeping things neat. I'm just gonna ruin it if I own it. Yes. If you wanna wear, you're probably better off renting it. But in my case, I actually really wanted to own one. So at least I have a piece of Japanese fashion in my wardrobe. I'm gonna show later. I'm gonna show how I managed to how I had a what if moment. The what if moment I had was while wearing the kimono. I thought, what if I wore a pair of pants above the kimono? Let me just show how that went out. But first, let's show the kimono itself just as is. Let me just put in the image. Add an image source. Image. Of course. I should really learn to shrink my images. Okay, so here we go. This is the kimono itself as is. So here's the kaku-obi, the kimono I bought, and you can see the inner color of the nagajuban there. Yeah, the black one, the black color one. And then yeah, the haori, it's a denim blue. The good thing about the haori is it's synthetic fiber, so there's much less fuss when washing it, so I can definitely have it sent to a washer if needed. And now we can look at my experiment, my quick little experiment. There. This is the same kimono except I have a pair of pants underneath. Yeah, you can see the obi is not there because it's not needed because I'm wearing a belt instead. Sorry, throat. And not gonna lie, this actually looks good. But yeah, I definitely cannot go outside here wearing it like this. In Japan, probably, but there will be people who are wearing kimono that might also judge me. But here in the Philippines, probably not. Maybe I'll just reserve this for special events. Not gonna lie though, this looks pretty cute. Okay, that's enough of that. Gross. And that was Goro in kimono. I'll probably commission art of Goro wearing the same kimono, but that's in the near future when I get more funds. Set up a coffee for Goro's commission. Okay, let's have more of this. Oh, interesting. I've already reached an hour. So, we've actually reached 1 hour of just talking about random stuff. If you have any questions for Goro, or for me, yeah, if you have any questions for me, just feel free to mention them on chat, and yeah, I'll reply to them as soon as they appear. There is a significant delay between YouTube chat and what I'm seeing here on OBS, so it might take a while. Oh, regarding kimono, one tip. If you're gonna start out, it's suggested that you start with yukata. Yukata are actually unlined cotton kimono, reserved usually for summer. But it's definitely one of the best things that you can start with when getting into kimono. If you're gonna be looking for them though, don't look for the ones that are given by ryokan or by inns, because those are definitely for use only in the inns. If you want actual yukata for going out, look for ones that are... Damn, I already closed Google. Okay, let me just show human who's wearing the yukata. Let me just capture that one. Okay, so already got the image captured. Let's just override one. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, this one. This one looks crappy. Control V. Up. Control S. Okay, where are we? Okay, here. Image 2. Let's just... here. Oh, it's small? Okay, there you go. So yeah. This is what a yukata would look like. And yeah, I mentioned, yeah, an unlined summer haori, which is practically see-through. Yeah, this is one here, the black one. But yeah, this is how a yukata would look like. because it's cotton, it's much easier to wear and wash, less fuss. So it's best you start with this. And also, yes, you can see chalk belly. Okay, so also for yukata, you can also wear geta with it. And you do not need socks. In my case, because this was at a public event, I chose to wear socks. But generally for yukata and geta, you do not need those. Okay, we can close this one. It's the easiest one to start with. The other easiest one to start with will probably be Jinbei and Samue. But those are more of the house clothes category. Mainly, you're better off not wearing them outside the house. Or within the immediate area, like say going to a nearby convenience store or something. Okay, next the Hopia. Alright. Okay, there we go. But if you really find owning a kimono difficult, even a yukata, then yes, it's a valid option to rent one. So at least you can experience wearing it. Trust me, if you wear a kimono, it's like you're a different person when you wear it. Especially a full set of it. I don't know, it feels like when the fabric is on you, it just makes you feel like what's the best feeling? Think of it as if like you suddenly put yourself in a tuxedo. That's the feeling of it. Like, you definitely need to have your posture up, and yeah, you mind your walking a little more. So yeah, basically you feel like a little more formal. There we go. I am definitely losing words. And also my throat is starting to get a little... Not a little, it's starting to get sore. Yeah, that happens when I talk for an hour or so, longer than I am used to. I'm not really much of a talker in real life. Or rather, I'm not much of a talker outside of in the outside world. Yeah, that's the best option to say it. I believe we can end it here. Yeah, again, if you have any questions, I'll wait for them here. I think before we end, we'll entertain anyone's questions. Normally, I'd have a marshmallow stream or retrospring stream, but I just checked my inbox. Barely anything. I mean, it's understandable. I'm a small VTuber / furry. So I doubt I get much marshmallow or retrospring replies. And I've come to terms with that. I really do not have much of a problem with it. Though it would be nice if we can have extra activity, like maybe 3 to 4 viewers. Maybe a fraction of what Raigo-san or Monchan has. Come to think of it though, I have not watched most of the VTubers recently because, yeah, life got in the way. Well, that's the usual reason, life gets in the way. I do miss Kumamikan though. I think he has been on a streaming hiatus. Yeah, if I recall, Kumamikan Kumamikan-san is on a streaming hiatus, especially after his bout with COVID some weeks ago. Yeah, some weeks ago. Or last month. Let's just say last month. One streamer I've also haven't watched recently is Kino Arashi. So I do want to catch up as to what's going on recently with him. Yeah, a lot of streamers, a lot of Kemo VTubers lately, yeah, have been doing collabo. Even if they're not a part of Animalando, yeah, a lot of the Animalando VTubers are collabing with non-Animalando VTubers, which is good. At least it's fostering some community within the fandom. Now, if only I'm able to understand a fraction of what they're saying, though. Yeah, because as a non-native Japanese language learner, I can only parse fragments. Basically, those that I know. So yeah, I miss out a lot, but what I'm trying to do is hopefully learn by osmosis. At least have an inkling of what's going on. I don't like collaboration so much actually. Oh? Is there a reason why so, Reza? Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. One thing I can think of why collaboration would be so nice is, yeah, you have a lot of people around you and you're gonna be needing to catch up if ever. Yeah, that's one thing. And for someone like me who has a lot of trouble catching up to people, collaboration cuts down the ratio of tubers I'm really into. That's one, yeah. But yeah, the one good thing about collaborations is getting more exposure. Especially if you smaller VTubers get invited into streams by bigger VTubers. Yeah, that's one thing. But yeah, it's one valid reason. Yeah, collaborations usually can cut down the ratio. And some VTubers might actually end up getting less screen time. And that's one of the important things, screen time. It would be nice though if just a fanboy jealous of other collaborators with mod. Understandable. It would be nice though if we can have like a Japanese / English if we can have also a Japanese and English Kemo VTuber, because so far I think that landscape is bare. we have English furry VTubers, but none that are hybrid English Japanese. I mean, I wouldn't classify myself as actual English Japanese because I mostly speak English. My Japanese is quite basic. I rely on Honyaku tools to actually help me parse Japanese replies here. Okay, that sort of makes it someone who only likes Monmon and doesn't like it when others are with him. If I'm not misunderstanding. I don't think so, then, Ryu. Rei-Jang-san, do you like the others in the Monmon family, like what's this? Terutora-san or Nobatama-san? Come to think of it, I haven't watched some of their streams. One thing I like about Terutora-san is he's giving OBS tips. I learned from him. I learned about what the compressor does. Although I forgot if I enabled it here. I think I did for my mic. Let me check. Filters. Oh, there we go. Compressor is enabled. Yeah, one thing I like about Terutora-san, OBS tips. Come to think of it, I label myself as a VTuber, but most of my content on YouTube has been streams rather than actual, YouTube video content. Yeah, I'm just being exaggerated. Yeah, that's one of the things that's hard, especially in chats or nonverbal communication. If exaggerations and sarcasm is conveyed, it's hard to convey it via text. So it's prone to misunderstanding sometimes. Unless you literally put sarcasm on the text. But I really like Monmon Shield Show. One thing I found funny is, the stream that he did when he was drawing my commission from Skeb. I don't know if that's within Skeb's rules, but I mean, it's not like Skeb complained. But yeah, I find it funny that he actually did the stream. So was that like 2 a.m? So when I clicked on the stream, like, okay, this is surprising. My stream is actually being done here. So I was there just watching it and just being amazed at how it's turning out to be. I actually fell asleep probably around 3 a.m. and woke up at 5 just to find out that he was still drawing, which is amazing. And somehow I'm also worried about Monchan's health because going up that late is probably not good for one's health. Hopefully he got some good sleep after that. Definitely hope he got some good sleep after that because he deserves it. One thing it's still the Raimon got trio, right? Or was there someone else already included in there? I forgot. But yeah, one thing I find funny about the Raimon got trio is Raimon got trio is Raigo drinking on Wednesdays. Wednesday is usually the middle of the week. Normally, you reserve the drinking on Friday night, but for some reason, Raigo drinks in the middle of the week. For some reason, Raigo drinks in the middle of the week. But then again, that's pretty much his shtick. Drunken drunken Kintore VTuber. I forgot. Does Raigo still do Kintore streams? I recall last time he did a Kintore Isho ni Kintore. Yeah, Isho ni Kintore Shio stream where he invites everyone to do push-ups with him. I don't know if he still does that or I'm just missing a lot of his streams. I'm actually doing fan art for everyone to... Yeah, I saw the comics, yes. It's pretty good and I hope you can continue the story. Okay, so... Yeah, Raigo-san drinking on Wednesdays. Has not been doing Kintore streams lately. Oh yeah, I mentioned on Twitter, one thing on my mind is actually Kintore streams where I stream myself doing my training program. But that will necessitate human host having a Goro mask to obfuscate identity. That's the thing. And also, to keep up with the digital to keep up with the semi-horror. Actually, the funny thing is, the stream is entirely chill vibes. But for some reason, there's tinges of horror in the IRL section because yeah, the dark camera and dark lighting just makes it rather dissonant. That's the term I'm looking for, dissonant. Which just means it's not... What's this? It's clashing. Chill vibes and horror vibes. Yeah. Where I was going with this is, yeah, the chill vibes and horror vibes. Because yeah, we're doing chill vibes here, and if I'm ever gonna show my gym setup, you'll probably be surprised because it kinda looks like a prison gym. It's actually outdoors. And the walls are not painted, so you can see the hollow blocks or the cinder blocks in there, bare, unpainted. So yeah, it definitely looks like a prison gym. Goal: commission someone to make 3D mocap capable Goro for such a purpose. Probably. So at least Goro will have his virtual gym instead of seeing the human host's prison gym. We're almost done with our... I was supposed to say... I said earlier that we were supposed to end the stream somewhere there. But we're already 34 minutes and yeah, we're almost done with the tea, almost done with the sweets. We'll just finish this all off and then end the stream. And good luck with me sleeping later because tea has caffeine and I drank a generous amount of it, so, you know, rip sleep. Oh you. I still remember the song from Mon's drawing stream when making noodles. For Mon-chan, yeah, he just used hot water for that one. In my case, I go the extra mile and actually show myself cooking it. Because you know, why not go extra? One of the feature implementations for Goro's 2022 for near end of year is having the glitchy thing happen here, but that's again in a future update. Also, I think I probably could commission another avatar soon for Goro. But for now, this is working, so we can stick with this one. I cannot draw to save my life, nor can I sing, so we're stuck with doing this mess. Okay, I think I know someone capable of doing it. I've actually watched another movie with 3D avatar called let me see. QC. What's the reading for this one? Because it gives 3 surnames. It's Kuse, or Kuze. And this one is Rudo. I remember Makuma-san. Makuma-san used a 3D avatar. But oh wait, no, that was in VR chat, sorry. Alright, there we go. Kuzerudo. Okay, thank you, Dendu. Kuzerudo. I do not know them yet, but I'll try checking them out. For me, I think until then I can stick with the 2D VTuber. I mean, yeah, you can look at little Goro there just vibing in this little window. The good thing about this is the window setup is I've already created something like a guest window somewhere here. No, it's not in here. Yeah, I created a guest window of sorts for when I have stream guests around. For when I have stream guests around. That will be in a future implementation once I can actually get to having stream collabo. Hopefully that's gonna happen in the not so distant future. Okay, so apparently known for having a Utao library of their voice. Interesting, they have an Utao. Where was that reminds me. One of the things that I've been thinking was that Hatsune Miku walked so that VTubers could run. In that case, I was thinking, why did not Hatsune Miku or Krypton in general bank on the VTuber phenomenon and made VTubers of Hatsune Miku and the rest of the Vocaloid cast? I mean, they could have made serious bank on that one. I happen to know he started to stream as a VTuber recently. You know, the funny thing is, everyone has proper VTuber debuts. Like they'll advertise they'll advertise themselves and saying debuting soon and have these elaborate videos. But for me, no. I just streamed out of nowhere and suddenly I'm a VTuber. If you see Goro's 1.0, Goro is not even there. It's literally just a video and the overhead camera. Goro has yet to appear back then. Actually the team was Windows 3.0. I think we're almost 2 years into our streaming. Well, I started streaming on Twitch. And recently, I've just been here on YouTube to grow the channel. We're at 48 subscribers now. Once we get 50, we'll have something like a throwback stream. Yeah, I'll switch to one of my old teams. I don't know if I'll go for Goro's 1.0 or Goro's 3.0. Have I had Goro's 1.0? I think I did. I'll check. I think I did Goro's 1.0. We'll do a throwback to that one. I'll actually make an effort to make a boot screen for Goro's 1.0. Let's see. But that means I will have a lot to edit in that case. And that's probably easy enough for me. Okay, good luck for that. Good luck with me for that one. Oh boy. Yeah, we're almost done with our tea. Okay, our last batch. Yeah, there we go. Tomokun is just here vibing. Hello, everyone. Soon we'll have another Nomikai. I still have a batch of Baileys in there. That's another. Probably when we're playing 2DX. DDR streams are put on hold at the moment, mainly because I need to work on the pad again. Well, not on the pad itself, but more of how to transport it in and out of my bed frame, in and out of the underside of my bed frame, because it's sitting on the underside of my bed frame right now, and I did put some wheels under it, but they easily detach. I need to come up with a way that I can roll them with the wheels without them detaching. So yeah, that's in the works. Yeah, put on hold. But I think until then I can do other retro gaming streams. I have like an SNES emulator for PS2. Yeah, it's called SNES Station. I think I can do not Mario. Let's not do Mario. I do not want Nintendo suing me for using Nintendo ROMs on emulators. Maybe Tetris? Yeah. Or if I recall, there's also a Nintendo emulator for there's an NES emulator for PS2. I'll check that. I'll try finding more emulators for PS2 and see if I can find some, so we can do some retro gaming there. So at least we have more variety in our streams rather than just, Bimani. Okay. And with this, I believe we are done with our chicken. For what system are you planning? That I am not sure. I'll try look for what emulators are available for PS2. Otherwise, I'll look for what emulators are available for PS3. Since we have a PS3 there that has CFW installed with PS3 hand enabled, so I can also try PS3 if ever the PS2 is not powerful enough for some emulators. I mean, I can use the PC instead, but I'm using the PC to stream, so. And right. The PS3 is released in somewhere around 2006. By 2016, it's already considered retro by virtue of retro being any console that's older than 10 years now. So yeah, the PS3 is considered retro now. That is how old we are. But yeah, if ever the PS2 proves to be not powerful enough for some emulators, I'll just go for PS3 instead. It's less of a hassle anyway on PS3 because I can store stuff on a USB stick. For that, I'm definitely gonna need to organize my ideas. But yeah, it's already 1:27 a.m. here. I believe it's a good time to end now. So, hopefully I've answered everyone's questions and hopefully you had fun in this little tea time. Even though, yeah, most of what we've been doing is just chatting. That was the main point of the stream. Just chatting. And yeah, it has been fun for me as well. I'm definitely gonna be doing this sometime again. Me, let me try Wednesday. Let's do another Zatsudan stream on Wednesday. Hopefully I can see all of you there. We can talk about other things now. I can if you have some questions prepared, yeah, I'll definitely try answering questions that time now. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you in the next one. Yeah, definitely see you Wednesday. はい、じゃあ、お疲れです。どうもありがとう。Let me just do my proper outro な。はい、これ以上です。皆さん、どうもありがとうございました。お疲れです。次の生配信と別の動画へお会いしましょう。じゃあ、またね。バイバイ。Let's go to our logout screen. Right, there we go. Our logout screen. Alright, thank you very much for joining me in this little tea time, and hopefully you enjoyed the tea and the sweets and our little chat. And definitely see you in the next one. Oh, then you remind me to set up my coffee. はい。さて、おつごろです。This is me stealing Monmon's stick. Definitely. Bye bye.